Hey, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from SethMarkwood.com.
Together, the three of us, we're Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again, and welcome to Tobacco Advent 2018 Day 9, which is ironic.
A little bit.
9.
A little bit.
So here's the cornament for Day 9, and we are already smoking this tobacco. Tell us about it, boy.
This is from Thomas from Sweden. It says, "Hi, first, and I apologize in advance if you understand the language this is supposed to be spoken in. I don't, so it's going to be butchered. Hi, first, I want to thank you for being a member of the club. I sent a sample of one of my favorite for Tobacco Advent. The tobacco is from a small store in Kiel, Germany. Motzek aus Kiel, as it is called. The blender's name is Tom Duras. Blend name is Durneve 16 Fifths, and it's a blend of bright and dark-fired Virginias, Burley, and Perique. Hope you like it. Best regards, Thomas."
Fantastic. Thank you. From Sweden. You know, I don't think I've ever been to Sweden. I haven't. I've got a friend that lives in Sweden.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know Jens Gustafsson.
Oh, yeah.
Jens lives in Sweden with his family, but I don't think I've ever been there.
I have not.
And yet we're smoking German tobacco.
I know. I definitely have not been to Sweden, nor Germany.
We're missing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should take a trip. Road trip. Road trip to Sweden
All right.
to get some of that Swedish tobacco that they are known for.
In Germany.
What? Which store would you never want a present from? That's a good question.
Oh. Should this be something that everyone would relate to? A place that we could all possibly walk into, or should we limit it to one that's actually here local?
Well, I don't know that you need. I don't know. You could pick one of each if you want. If you feel like you need to. For me, it's whatever. For me, it's the Croc store. I'm assuming they have one of those. If there is a Croc store, I don't want none of that. Please. Please. I know too many people that tell me how wonderful they are. Not interested at all.
Have you ever had one on your feet?
I have. It was not, and it was not comfortable enough to justify the way you look. My brother-in-law walks around with camo Crocs in public, despite my protest. What about you?
I'm assuming anything from Priscilla's, where fun and fantasy meet. That would be like Victoria's Secret. I don't think I would like a gift from there. What's interesting is some of the stores that pop into mind are stores that are no longer around. It used to be my parents, when I was growing up, we could go to Radio Shack, and Radio Shack was a place that you could buy, if you were a geek, you could buy all the components to make things from electronics.
Yeah.
You could buy rheostats and motors and speakers and LEDs and switches and everything that you could think of. And then somewhere along the line, they became the store with gadgets, and they were all bad Chinese, you know, 2 years behind everybody else's remote control vehicles. They had them, and they just, so opening a box and seeing the name Realistic on a box would probably stop my heart today, but there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Radio Shack is no longer a thing.
Right. Yeah.
But I guess almost any store I go into, I can find something interesting, even if it's something that makes me laugh because it's so ridiculous. So
Croc store.
a Croc store. I could have fun walking through a Croc store making
That's
fun
not
of stuff.
that's not what this is.
But getting a
What
gift.
would you want to gift? Not want to
You
gift
know,
from.
you know what would be even worse? A gift card
Mm-hmm.
from one of these places.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a gift card from Radio Shack, I'd probably go in and buy a bunch of batteries. Again,
Yeah.
there is no Radio Shack
Yeah.
anymore. That I think they're gone.
CrossFit. Don't give me a CrossFit gift card. I know people who do CrossFit. It just sounds like misery to me. Absolute misery. And I have interest in some level of physical activity, not CrossFit. No. Not at all.
Oh, you know what? If somebody said to me, "Hey, I knew you liked smoking a pipe, so I got you this from my local tobacconist,"
Mm-hmm.
and they went into one of the tobacco stores that have the glass pipes,
Mm-hmm.
you could buy me anything from there, it probably would be totally wrong for me. Or
Unless they got a tobacco cutter, because we have one of those.
grinder.
Yeah, grinder. Somebody on a recent video said they recognized it for grinding cigars.
Yes, they saw it. They
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah. It used to be when there was a thing such as Sears, a thing called Sears.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, Sears was a place where a craftsman could go and buy tools. Hence the name craftsman. But as the years went by, they got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and a craftsman would be ashamed to pull out a craftsman tool. Or worse than that, a Sears tool. Sears tools were their imports that were not covered by the warranties that the craftsman tools were covered under.
Right.
So a lot of people got stung with that, saying, well, wait a second, I bought this here. I thought you had this exchange policy. Well, we do, sir, on craftsman tools, but not on Sears tools.
Oh, that's crummy.
So I wrote off Sears long before they started going out of business and had their merger with Kmart. So again, something from like the woodworking department at Sears.
Right.
You know, if somebody bought me some doodad or gadget from there, I would probably wince a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you say that, for me, a lot of it comes down to who is purchasing the gift. Because there are some people that I wouldn't want shopping for me at most stores. There are some people that insist on buying me clothes that never get it, even close to right. Or I know some people
For size or style or what?
Yeah, all of the above. I know some people who I wouldn't want to shop them to shop for me at Best Buy, like technology place, because that's technology. One of the things where I'm most particular, like with the tools.
I bought you this neat new thing.
It's going to be so
you can
wrong.
plug your phone into it and it'll charge your phone.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had somebody. I had somebody gave me a gift that was a fidget toy, but they're very excited about it. But it was like the really, really crappy Chinese knockoff of the real toy that I already had, and they paid more than I paid for the real version. And so that's one of those situations where I felt terrible receiving this gift because you got ripped off bad because they were being thoughtful and bought something that's outside of their wheelhouse.
You just reminded me of something. Let me go around the other side of the room here, and I'll show this. Or you go grab one of those bins over there by the window. No, over by the window. So I noticed that my bride, Jandy, purchased something on Amazon, and I was getting the text messages saying this thing was going to be arriving. And what it said was she bought a case for batteries. I don't know if you know this. You probably do. That Office Max, Office Depot,
Yep.
has a deal, a loyalty program thing where you're earning points and so on, and they send you coupons. And one of the deals that they are frequently running is 100% rebate on Duracell batteries. So you buy a 12-pack of AA's or AAA's, and they give you a rebate or a credit, I think, of
Right.
that same value. Well, we're
And
always
points.
buying things there. We buy some of the paper that we print, packing slips and
Yeah.
things like that for Aristocob.com. And so she's always buying batteries. Well, we now have drawers of batteries that need some organization.
I'll take those.
So she says, I see that she ordered an organizer okay, great. We'll have an organizer for these batteries. Well, then I clicked on it and I saw what she had done. Somebody purchased this package from Home Depot. This is a package that contains a 2-pack of storage bins. And these are interesting in that not only do the lids latch, but they connect to one another. So this pair, or even 3 or 4, you can link together, makes it easy to carry. She purchased one of these for $15 with Amazon Prime free shipping.
It's a good deal.
You know how much these are at Home Depot for 2? Less than $10.
Now, I think that's only temporary. I think
No.
All the time?
All the time.
Really?
And they had a recent price reduction. They're still below $10.
Yeah.
Right? So they reduced it to like $9.89 from $9.99. 2 of them for $10, and whoever this person is selling these for $15 a piece.
They call that retail arbitrage, where they find a gap between the price people are willing to pay and the price of retail stores doing it, and they capitalize on it.
And by marketing, they took their own pictures, they filled it full of batteries. Half of the comments are, this is deceptive, it doesn't hold Ds. I had to take out a bunch of the dividers and it held only 3D batteries.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's crazy. Anyway,
yeah.
That's one of those things that, in a whole different category, I've seen that done many times, and I would be super disappointed, like I was with this. I said, we're returning that thing from Amazon when it arrives. I have 20 of these in my shop unused right now. I'll bring some home.
Yeah.
First time Boy saw these, he took some home for his vaping supplies. Yeah. It's a great deal. $10 for 2 at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird roundabout.
Yeah, so those are the situations where it's not that you don't appreciate the gift,
right?
But that when you have so much more knowledge about what it is, what it should be, then it's kind of, I don't know. That's a tough situation, because if it's not your spouse, if it's somebody else giving it to you, how do you react to that? Because on the one hand, you don't want to be ungrateful for the thought, but on the other hand, I can't use that, or man, I feel so bad that you got ripped off, or
that's like the pre-FDA deeming where we were getting in tobacco advent a bunch of Lane 1Q, but the guys went into their local tobacconist and bought it. It's you're going to love this. It's called Sioux Falls Deluxe,
right?
And it's Lane 1Q. And I've been to a bunch of pipe shops where they're selling it up to, the most I think I ever saw it being sold was like $10 an ounce.
Wow.
For Lane 1Q, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you call it? The burden of knowledge?
Yeah, that's a thing. For what? Yeah.
Well, like you get a gift, and somebody gives you a gift, and they say, "Yeah, it was a great deal. It went on sale. It was $20," and you know it's something that's $5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the burden of knowledge being the difference between how much you know about something versus how little somebody else knows about it. Normally when we talk about it, it's you know so much that you can't even simplify it so low on the knowledge scale that they understand. That's the burden. But yeah, it's exactly that situation where it's like, thank you for this 30-pin iPod video charger that I haven't been able to use for 6 years. I so appreciate it. That's when you got to put on your present face.
Right.
All right.
There's the question. Give us an answer below. Are you shooting video responses? You know you were complaining about not having anything to talk about. There you go. Answer the question.
Where would you never want to have a present from?
Link it down below or leave a comment. We love to see them.
Thomas, thank you for the tobacco.
Yep.
I liked it.
Make it a great day.
You?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Got to talk about the tobacco.
Sorry, tobacco's good. Thank you.
It was good. I appreciated the Perique.
I'm surprised I like it.
You are always surprised that you like Perique at Tobacco Advent, because at Tobacco Advent you always have a cold, and it's one of the flavors that can actually push through.
Probably true.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys. See you tomorrow.
Make it a great day.